Good morning, my sisters. Christine Cataldo, the Lioness, here with my daily roar. So one of the topics that I get asked a lot is about, I've had people say, why are you still single? I don't know. Why am I still single? No, I actually do know. I'm being patient. There are a lot of men out there, and I'm speaking specifically to today to the single lioness out there, the lioness that may be in a relationship that not quite right, and you know it right down here in your gut, you feel it in your heart, and you go, I don't know, is that God talking to me? Is that just me from my past, and I'm like bringing my past into my present, so I'm not confident? No, sisters, you need to listen to that. You need to listen to that intuition. God gives us that to protect us, to help us. And for so long, I didn't tap into that intuition. But it's funny, in retrospect, I think about the relationships and when I first started feeling that, oh, that's not right, or oh, that's a red flag, or ooh, that feels a little weird, or I feel like I'm adjusting and morphing and becoming someone that I'm not showing up authentically. And that's my intuition. So now I'm really good at listening to that, like listening to God. So I do a lot of prayer for my future soulmate, my future husband, my future, whatever it's going to be. I don't know what it's going to be. But I do a lot of prayer for that. I do a lot of, what is it that I want? And God, I think this is what I want, but what do you think? What are you thinking? Who are you going to bring into my life so that I can be prepared? And I read a book once called Calling in the One. Love that book. Highly recommend it. Go out, get it, and go through the exercises in there. But the premise of it is preparing your life so that someone can come in. Like if you have a hot mess in your house and your schedule's crazy and you haven't done the deep dive work that you need to do to heal yourself, you ain't got no time. No one's got time for that, ladies. Like no one has time for that, just as much as we don't have time for someone else that hasn't done that work. So to answer that question, like why am I still single? Because I'm absolutely being patient. I've done the deep work and I'm still doing the deep work. I still have places where I'm healing, and some of those ouches will come up. I'm like, ooh, you touched a nerve. Like when I'm out with someone or someone says something on a dating site or whatever it is, I'm like, ooh, is that him or is that something I need to do? So are we attracting the wrong type of men? Well, okay, so to answer that question, we will always bring in. So those bright, shiny objects like we are women, ladies, sisters, if we're bright and shiny and we're positive and we've done our deep dive, of course we're going to attract a lot of people, good and bad for us. They're not bad people. They may just not be right for us. They may not be right now for us. So it's important to distinguish that. Like, know that just like my porch light here is going to attract things, like the bugs and the things that are flying around. It's going to attract those because it's a bright, shiny object. We're the same way. We're going to attract those things. The issue is, and this is what it's super important to think about, what do you attract and what do you allow in? Like, what do you keep allowing in? What do you entertain? What do you get into relationships or situations with that are not healthy? And that's where we need to look. Like, of course, we're going to attract people that may not be right for us. But if that's the only thing that we're attracting, then we probably need to look inside and do some evaluations. And some things, I made some notes because I have a lot on this topic. I'm super passionate and I want to talk more about this topic. But some of the reasons that we may be entertaining relationships or situations with the wrong type of people and allowing that to continue and not selecting them out, not stopping it. We may not be confident. So we may need to look at our past and things that have happened and start to heal that, girls. Like, it's not healthy to push it down. Let it come up. be authentic, be real, let it come up, but then work through it. Do some journaling, talk to some people, go to counseling if that's what works for you. But start to work through that. Do a lot of prayer on this. So that might be one reason that we entertain and allow the wrong people to stay in our lives. Another is it's very safe. It's very comfortable to have someone in your life, wrong or right. You know, it's like I don't want to use this analogy. I don't advocate any physical violence, but it's like a dog being kicked. They still come back to you. Like that still comes back to you because it's safe in what they know. So being in a relationship sometimes where we allow it to continue because it's safe and it's like, oh, I'm getting some sort of love out of it. Even if it's not the right love, we may still allow it. When you're in a relationship where that person isn't healed, you're like, oh, well, I'm better than them, so I don't have to get real with my stuff. I don't have to be vulnerable. I don't have to know that there's things that I need to fix. So we may stay in that relationship. And then the scarcity, getting into the scarcity mode where we're like, oh, I better keep this one because maybe there's no more out there. No, there's a lot of people out there, a lot of amazing men out there that might be praying just for you. They might be going, God, bring me the right person. Bring me that right for me person. So don't get into that scarcity mode. That's one of the worst places to get. It's not easy to sit patiently for God to bring that right person in, that right situation in. It's not, but it might not be the right time. You might need to be doing some work. Right now, I'm doing a lot of work. Now, I'm trying to prepare for that perfect relationship, for that perfect for me relationship. So I'm doing that, but I have a lot of other stuff that I'm doing as well on my business, on my, just my fitness, a lot of different things that I'm working on. So I don't want to lose that traction there, but I also want to prepare this environment. And when I say calling in the one, the premise of that book, please get it. Please get that book and work through it. If you want to borrow it, I have a copy. But doing that work means the physical environment. So your house, like actually setting up a space. So if someone was going to come into your life, there's a space for them. There's a place at the table for them. There's a place at the sofa for them to sit down and have conversation. It's a comfortable physical space. Is there a place in your schedule? Now, I load my schedule right now, and a lot of people ask, do you have time for a relationship? Do you have space? Yes, because it ebbs and flows. So have your schedule set up so that if someone does come into your life and it is kind of amazing, that you're able to like cut back on certain areas and allow healthy space for them to be a part of your life. So be ready to discuss that with them. So when that person comes in, say, yeah, I totally can do that when it's the right person. And then I guess like really the steps that I would encourage you to take is to really evaluate your life and the types of relationships, the type of people, the type of men that you're allowing to stay in your life. So really look at that. And again, if it is continually the wrong, broken type of people, and that's all you're attracting, go deeper, go deeper, go deeper, and look at the root problem. Like look at the root cause of that and see what work you need to do. Maybe maybe the location that you're going to connect with people is incorrect. Are you sitting at a bar and you're only attracting people that sit at bars? Maybe change that up, girl. Maybe go to meetups maybe like hiking, go to a hiking meetup, maybe whatever it is. Look at the location that you're going. Look at the apps you're on. You know, I was on, you name it, I've been on the app. And I'm not saying that the app is not right, but I got into a point where I was constantly searching for the next person on the app. And is the next person better? And swipe left, swipe right, log in, whatever it is. So evaluate if that's right for you. And if it's consuming more of your time than meeting the people, or there's no connection happening after you meet them, or there's no phone calls, no face-to-face, probably get off the app, probably delete the app and go out and enjoy life, and God will put that person into your life. The activities that you're doing, get out and enjoy life. Enjoy, like, I want to attract people that are doing the same things I'm doing. I don't need a twin. I've got my best friend that's a twin, and he's amazing as a best friend. I don't need a twin. I need someone that complements my life, that is like I like to say an ice cream is always amazing, but when you add the sprinkles and the cherry, it makes it even more just awesome. And that's what I want in a relationship. I want those sprinkles. I want that cherry. I want the whipped cream on the top. That's the type of person I want to connect. I will still be the ice cream and there'll be those additional like amazingness, you know, and just awesomeness on top. Your behavior. What type of attitude are you? What type of energy are you putting out there? Like if you're putting out negative energy, if you're putting out an energy where you truly don't believe in yourself and you're not confident, that's going to attract the wrong person. So I have this saying it's BYW, believe your worth. Not just know it, believe it. And if you don't believe it, then start doing some work on that. Put it on your mirrors, put it on your walls, put it on Post-its. Start writing down the things that you are amazing for. I'm going to just share some things that I'm amazing for. I'm a connector. I love people. I have made the choice to be joyful. I'm doing the deep dive work and healing from past relationships, healing from my divorce, healing from other things in my life. I'm taking steps, positive steps to bring in the type of job that I want, the type of business that I want, you know, bringing in friendships that I want. So like I'm a super bright, shiny person. I know that. And I will say it all day long because that is the gift that God has given to me. So know those things. Write those things down, ladies. Write down. I know my smile and my eyes are what attracts people. And I like my eyes and I like my smile. Own it. Know it. Believe it. I know that I am a God chick. I know that I put God first in everything that I do. I put God first before I make a decision. I want a relationship where God is first. I want someone that will pray with me. So I know I'm a spiritual person. That's one of my gifts. I like to inspire people, and I think I'm pretty darn good at it. So those are the things. Like, what are your things? What are your things that you will bring to a relationship? What are your things that you will attract people? So be confident in that. You have a gift. Use it. You have a gift. Share it. That's what God wants us to do. He doesn't want us to keep it inside of us. So whatever energy that you're putting off, make sure it's confident in all those things that you are. Love yourself right where you're at. Love yourself love the gifts that God gave you. Be thankful and grateful for those, and pray and give him thanks for giving you those things. I think those are the points that I wanted to cover, but really go in, evaluate evaluate your stuff, evaluate the people you're drawing in, address your issues, work on your issues, believe in your worth, BYW, love yourself. And if you do these things, if you do the work, it's not always easy, it's not always fun, it's not always comfortable, but out of your comfort zone, that's where the amazing, bright, shiny stuff happens. That's where the awesomeness happens. So step outside of that comfort zone and do this work, and you will not regret it. I love you all. Oodles to noodles. And if you want to join my Pride Sisterhood, my community of women, please reach out and pop over there in Facebook and join. That amazingness is going on there. I'll drop a link below. Have an amazing day. Peace out, my sisters.